what is going on the Ariel Helwani show? Just wanted to come on and quickly have a rant about the dude in the top right of this screen capture. I watch the Ariel Helwani show a fair bit, so I probably should know his name, but I don't. But man, he had the worst take, or one of the worst takes I've seen in quite some time, the other day on Jon Jones and DC's Rivalry, and rivals in the UFC as a whole, claiming that there can never be a rivalry to the same level of Jon Jones and DC because, quote, there's too much money involved in the sport now. What? In fairness, before I go off, I do have to say that all three other show hosts, including Ariel, all disagreed with him and pushed back, so at least there's that. But what the actual fuck, bro? Like, what's he trying to say? That they're too scared, fighters are now too scared to punch each other because they're worried that, you know, the fight's going to get called off and you know, they're going to lose money? You don't think money was already involved when DC and Jon Jones fought? You don't think, you know, that was 7-figure paydays on the line for both guys, neither of which had an 8-figure net worth at the time? Like, money has been involved in this sport for well over a decade now. Just an insane take in my eyes. Yeah, and as part of his argument, he's bringing up guys like Paddy and Armin and Ilya and saying, you know, these guys don't really hate each other. That, you know, it's business for them. And you know what? Maybe it is kind of business to a certain extent with these particular guys you've named. All three of these dudes, maybe Armin the least, but all three of them, they've got their heads screwed on. And you know, for the most part, most of them are gentlemen. Though I do believe they truly hate each other. But just because you've thought of one division where there's a rivalry heating up, one example, that doesn't mean it's always going to be the same. All it takes is a guy with a screw loose, and you can get a fucking hell of a rivalry. You think a guy like Nate Diaz, who if he loses it, Nate Diaz, Mayhem Miller, like those guys when they had that scrap pack brawl on live television, you think they were worried about money at the time? Fuck no. They're fucking wild dudes, man. MMA is full of wild dudes. This dude clearly doesn't seem to... Anyway, sorry. Like, take Dan Hooker versus Paddy that's happening right now. They fucking genuinely hate each other. The shit Dan Hooker's bringing up about Paddy's mate who took his own life, that's serious shit, man. I do believe it's on site if those guys see each other. You know, one that comes to mind is Diego Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez. These are all in the last sort of year, by the way. These guys fucking hate each other. I will throw the dude a bone and say maybe the UFC will try to avoid making these sorts of matchups, as kind of illustrated by the fact they haven't matched up Yair versus Lopez. But what happens when shit goes down after a fight's already booked? Maybe it's less likely to happen in today's day and age, but rivalries can still happen just because there's fucking money in the sport. Don't be insane. It's so stupid. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Sorry, probably not my best work, but yeah, fuck.